Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first down throw coming for Dalton. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check. Check. 53. Can. 2 by 2. Move. Take out 368. He's checking.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters a normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here now Roberts. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Mike 52. Check. Hey, Mike 52.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Man open. That's Robert Foster complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. Allen now on 1st down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Check, 368. Regular.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2 by 2.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
And it'll be Dalton again. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Check 52. 368. They go 368.
Dalton here from the gun. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And that will come the offense as they take over. And here come the Bills. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Throw left side complete. That's McCoy. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Big air, big air, big air.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And Oliver brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. To return is Roberts. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night, they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Here we go.
Let's check in with our referee, Robert Foster, the intended receiver.
Check 52's the mic. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. No, check that. We want Mike 50. Pass. No, not today, you want. Not today.
On first down, Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Watch 56. 52's Bravo. 52's the mic. 3 buzz, 3 go.
Allen off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
After the sack on first down, Allen, and that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal, a great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started. And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Check the backer.
Hey, high 7.
2. Watch 2. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Alert. Pass 85. We got it.
Allen now on third and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away. Hauschka now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 9. Switch.
368.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
93, 52.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And Green with a catch left side. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Andy Dalton gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster, 84 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to...
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Passing, it's Dalton. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Play it, play it, play it, play it, play it, play it.
Gun.
Mike, 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. Cut, cut.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
26, check 26.
From the gun, it's Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Choose the mic. Ricky.
Hey, home. Hey, tight.
Watch 24. Check.
Allen going to throw again. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
They can't stop the franchise.
An 11-yard loss on the play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And now the throw hauled in by Green. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Kareem Hunt with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On 2nd and 9, Dalton. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. From the gun, Dalton. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. So Dalton now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Bullock's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Middle. Hey, exit.
Allen now looks to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller is thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
44. Here you go.
Watch the whip.
Throwing, Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this will be caught at the 30. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score Bills 28, Bengals 24. Randy Bullock sets the kickoff.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line.
That's it, baby. We got one.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
52's the mic. Watch.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Middle. Check 13. Check 13.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Allen under pressure again, and down he goes again. Lorenzo Alexander picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Deuce. Hey, middle.
Hey, home. Hey, Haywood.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 15. Check 15.
Regular. Here you go, 368.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
He's coming, double up.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Lorenzo Alexander getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
To try again after the sack. Allen, he'll let it go deep for Foster. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. We got it.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Hands up. 50.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Regular.
From the 22, Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. The 20, 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Lorenzo Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Lorenzo Alexander in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Stop.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Taron Johnson made the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
2nd down, Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
2 by 2. Move.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Mike 7. Hey, come on, now.
Now Dalton. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
He's coming. We got something.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes...
He's got a man, complete. 20, 10, 5, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Dalton now to pass. Green's got it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Know your job. Watch safety creep. Watch it.
Watch this, watch this, watch this.
He's creeping.
368. Hey, Zoo.
And that'll set him back 5.
All day, baby, all day.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Switch.
Good. 93, 52, 93, 44.
They'll toss it to Hunt. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now on 2nd and 13. Dalton. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. 30. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Hauschka with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3.
That's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Army. Cloud.
Throwing again. Dalton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Here's Dalton. And this is incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throw left side complete. That's McCoy. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Allen going to go on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LeSean McCoy. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will extend their lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
First down, Cincinnati.
Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Here we go. Can.
On 1st and 10, Dalton. He'll find his receiver. It's Cody Core. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.